Matter podcast, and we've got myself, Strap Facts, John, and
We've got the Dominican Dream, baby. This is Papi Platano.
there he is, and we've got the host of the show, we've got.
I am the notorious one. I am Dom. Boom.
That's right, we're here to discuss WWE Survivor Series 2008, a show that took place at the TD Bank Garden in beautiful, safe, bright Boston, Massachusetts. A show that all three of us were in attendance for, but not together. But that's okay. We have different perspectives as we do here on the IDM pod. So, Dom, what have we got going on with Survivor Series?
All right. So Survivor Series 2008 took place in Boston, Massachusetts. And this is Platano's choice. Papi Platano, tell the people, why did you choose this show?
I believe this is our first show after high school that we went to together. Was this the first one or was it the second one? We did until Raw 1000.
I'm not sure if this is the first show that we went together, but this is the first Survivor Series for sure that we went to.
That was definitely our very first Survivor Series. I remember that. So I think that's when you were reading the dirt sheets, you little sneak.
Yes, I used to read the dirt sheets.
Doing a little laundry. He was like, let me clean this up. And who?
Yes. It said somebody's going to be making a return. So you know what I did? I took some of my rent money. I said, Abel, let's go. You drive, we out. I'll get tickets right now. I got the tickets, and we was up there. We was in the building.
Were you able to pay the rent that week?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's long gone.
It's long gone now. I'm not in that place anymore, but I went to Survivor Series. Went to the Big Four, so I'm good. A lot of memories. I'm glad that we went to this show.
Still got to do some slam for me, but that'll happen maybe next year. Maybe.
We should. You got 2 nights.
Where is it at?
MetLife Stadium.
Oh, I got a shot.
You got 2 shots.
Basically.
2 shots and whatever I have lined up for you.
As long as it doesn't coincide with my son's birthday, me going to DR. Me fui.
Oh, it's in August.
I'm good then.
Anyways, Strap, how'd you get to the show? Like, what made you go to this Survivor Series 2008?
No fucking idea. I think Randy and I went to this show together. I think I made him drive because I always drove everywhere, and I didn't see a problem with that. He just didn't like to drive. He would go out of his way to, pay for dinner and all that nonsense just so you would drive. Because technically, well, let's not get into that. But I think we ate at some restaurant nearby the TD Garden, and then, we decided to make our way in. And there's, that guy selling knockoff T-shirts on the side. And, man, I just remember it was just, how, like, they have the pay-per-view poster, and then, like, the DVD comes out, and sometimes they're the same. Sometimes they're way different. So the guy selling the bootleg T-shirts, I mean, they look really faded. They were terrible. And it was the artwork for the pay-per-view. Well, of course, when the DVD actually came out, it was a spoiler alert for the main event of the show. I remember Randy, I think he bought one. He bought one of those knockoff shirts. He washed it, and it was...
That's it. One and done.
One and done, exactly right. He was like, "Oh man!" So I remember recording like some videos of the show, especially during the Divas elimination match. I remember forever will be a big fan of Maurice. So I remember when she came out, took a little terrible. I can't remember the phone, but it was not smartphone territory yet, my friends. I think we had pretty bad seats. I think we were behind, if you look at the stage set, there's that big cylinder thing that looks like WCW Thunder. I think we were behind that somewhere. But that's what I remember about just going. Randy was always gung-ho about going to shows and within the drivable area, 2 hours. So that's what it was. I believe, I think it was my first Survivor Series. Not my last one. Did go to the one in New York with Big E versus Roman Reigns. So that's 2 Survivor Series at least. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the 2008 Survivor Series. Dom.
Yeah, so the show kicks off with a good video package of John Cena standing outside TD Bank North, home of the Boston Celtics, home of John Cena, even though West Newbury, Mass is not that far from there. And it's showing highlights of all Cena's career, but I believe it was SummerSlam. He took a power bomb off the top rope from Batista. Was it SummerSlam?
I think it's so fake. The whole storyline was fake.
Then my man got injured. It was his neck, right?
I guess you could say that. I mean, if it was a legit injury, which it could have been, I don't remember. But yeah, him and Batista had this, big face-to-face, babyface match at SummerSlam. And yeah, he took that hard bump, and that's the one they replayed all over the place. But Cena continued to wrestle for the next couple of weeks. So that's why when all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's injured, we're taking him off TV. It's like he was just wrestling. But as we know now, or we should have known then, just because you keep wrestling just because you say you're okay after you got injured, doesn't mean you're okay. Ricky Starks took a bad bump on his neck, said he was okay. He was out for months with, neck surgery. Same thing happened with someone else, I think Vance Archer. He did same thing. These guys say they're okay. John Cena probably said he was okay, and then the lingering effects catch up to you. And yeah, so it's like John Cena coming back from injury. It's like they already did this. He came back in the Royal Rumble earlier that year.
Yep.
From his last injury. It's like, how many comeback stories like this are we going to have with Mr. Cena? But hey, he's your top dog, your big guy, so that's what you do. You injure him, or he gets injured. You cry about it. You send your letters to Stamford, Connecticut, or Bridgeport, Connecticut, and you see what happens. Get well, Cena. Get well, my friend.
Yes. All right. So we have Jim Ross, you have Taz, you have Michael Cole, you have Jerry King Lawler, you have Matt Stryker, and I believe it was Todd Grisham all on commentary this night. And we had ECW, Raw, and SmackDown. And JR and Taz, they get real serious. Serious when Taz had the glasses off, and Jeff Hardy has been found unconscious in his hotel stairway, and he was admitted to his local facility.
Local medical facility.
Medical facility, yeah.
The toilet.
Mental hospital.
Yeah, and he was released in the middle of the night, but they're not sure that he would compete. Now, refresh my memory. Was this a storyline? We know Jeff Hardy had a lot of demons, and
I'm not really sure what was going on at this time. I think it was just a combination of things that maybe they're trying to teach him a lesson. Maybe they're trying to play off reality, the reality era. Isn't that right, Batista? Trying to play off, and the sad histories of other people in wrestling. The Peter Syracuse had taken off his glasses. Yeah, not for nothing. Something bad happened. So, John, do your sad Taz impression. Oh, not for nothing. Something bad happened.
Gotta take the glasses off, pal.
Oh, man.
I just think they're playing into real life, but then real life would play itself out. Jeff Hardy would actually do this. I mean, he would actually be inebriated for a pay-per-view main event. It would come true. So
that's why I'm like, okay, is this storyline or what? Like, was he battling demons at this time, or what's going on here?
If he really was, they wouldn't have allowed him to show up later.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
All right.
No,
all right.
Basically, the start of him versus Matt. Anyway, I think this is leading up to, was it Mania 25 when they would wrestle against each other? So they were thinking Edge was the one behind all the mishaps that Jeff was going through after he won the title, but in reality, it was all Matt just being jealous. But we're not talking about WrestleMania 25. Let's get back on topic, Bubba.
All right, in the first match, we have a traditional Survivor Series elimination match right here. You have team captain Shawn Michaels, and his partners is Crime Time, JTG, and Shad Gaspar, R.I.P., and the Great Khali, Rey Mysterio. That is Team Raw, and they're going against Team SmackDown, and the team captain is JBL, MVP, Montavious What the V stand for? Montavious.
Just incredible.
Whatever. MVP.
Montel Vontavious Porter.
Montel Vontavious Porter. Yeah. You have John Morrison. You have The Miz, and you have Kane. That's Team SmackDown right there.
I gotta laugh at what they said about Morrison first, though. They were like, "Oh, he's got all the tools." I said, "No, the fuck he doesn't."
He didn't. He had some good hair though.
Could have.
He did.
He had some good hair. That shit was nice and mint. So at this time, this was Shawn Michaels' 16th Survivor Series appearance, and this is Kane's 11th. And basically, I got on my notes who eliminated who. Shoot. Go ahead, Platino. What are your thoughts on this Elimination Survivor Series match?
We've talked about this behind closed doors. That I cannot stand these traditional Survivor Series matches because it's really not highlighting too many people as far as I'm concerned. It's just a bunch of guys just doing a few things. Like the first two guys are usually eliminated pretty quickly within 1 or 2 minutes. And then the only time you actually see anybody being highlighted is towards the end where it's just a sole survivor. But it doesn't have any stakes to it. It's like, I think Eric Bischoff has said it plenty of times. This needs to mean something. So you're a sole survivor. What do you get out of it? Do you get a title shot? Do you get like some kind of incentive? Like, what am I doing this for? Just to fight and be with the team with a bunch of guys I don't even like anymore after I'm done? No, just put some stakes on it, baby. I'm just saying.
Strap.
People were very bored in the 80s because, there wasn't much to do. So you'd have to come up with these weird concepts of matches. Like, what if we put a bunch of random superstars together and see what it'd be like if they teamed up against another batch of random superstars? So unlike Poppy Platinum, I like the Survivor Series. I mean, I like the idea of it, being just random partnerships, seeing how things go, getting people in the ring together that might not otherwise get into the ring together with each other. Such as Team Shawn Michaels. When would you have Shawn Michaels teaming logically? Sure, with Rey Mysterio. Okay. The Great Khali? What?
No.
And Crime Time? Oh,
yo.
So that's so you call that strange bedfellows. So it's when would you see Shawn Michaels and Crime Time together? Well, here you go. And even Crime Time was with John Cena for a brief period of time.
You would see that in the Attitude Era.
Yep.
That'd be the only time.
And
Shawn would get arrested for the shit he used to do.
Yep.
And on the opposite side, you had JBL, who had a brief retirement, came back, and this is still like the post-Benoit period where, they're presumably had a really strong wellness policy, and you can see it in the physiques of Randy Orton and JBL here. JBL just looking like a guy who either lost muscle or lost weight, but he wasn't out of shape, so good for JBL. And to refresh my memory on who else JBL's team members were, Dom.
His cabinet?
JBL's team members were MVP, John Morrison, The Miz, the Chick Magnet, and Kane.
Right, and The Miz, they're hitting one of his dozen finishers at the time, the reality check.
Yep.
The knee lift into the neck breaker. Oh, man.
Jeez.
The reality check. And the worst selling t-shirt in WWE Shop Zone, the Chick Magnet t-shirt.
You probably had it, didn't you? I know you probably did.
I tried to get Randy to buy that shirt. He wouldn't buy it. Montel Portavious von Wagner, MVP. Just considering that he's in AEW now, and just seeing him then, it's like, man, look at that. He was great.
All right, for
and
my
Big
notes,
Red Machine Kane. Yeah,
my notes. I got MVP took out JTG after MVP took out JTG while he's getting whooped. Khali comes in, he chops MVP. MVP gets eliminated. Rey Mysterio
I thought that was
in.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
He did the drive-by, gets JTG out.
That was
Khali, he's like, yeah, man, yeah, chop. Oh, that's just that's funny.
That was the best part
Classic
of the match for me.
Yep. So Rey Mysterio eliminates Kane by diving off the shoulders of Khali. The Miz eliminates Shad with the reality check.
Stupid.
Mysterio eliminates The Miz with the 619.
Okay.
JBL gets in the ring. The fans are chanting, "You can't wrestle," and him and HBK are going at it. Next thing they outside. The referee's counting them out. Shawn's getting ready to hit some
too.
sweet chin. Then it happened. Shawn ran to the ring. JB got counted out.
Smart.
Boom.
Then John Morrison, he's in the ring getting ready to hit some sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels, Shawn countered. Sweet chin.
It was sweet.
Shawn, Ray, and Khali are your survivors in Team Raw 1-0 so far.
There you go. That was quite a scene there. There you go. Exactly that. Shawn Michaels, Great Khali, Rey Mysterio, the tallest, the shortest, and the best. Right? So.
What was the match where Khali squeezed Rey Mysterio's head and he started bleeding?
Was that a SmackDown? It might have.
I don't know.
I want to watch that.
I don't.
Yeah.
Squash like a bug.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah, someone made a highlight reel of Rey Mysterio getting killed by WWE.
Oh, jeez.
You have those things you guys just mentioned. Him being thrown off Titan Tower during Money in the Bank COVID edition. Eye for an Eye by Seth Rollins.
I was getting ready to say that.
They'd be murdering this guy. He'd still be coming back.
Yep.
Dude, he's doing his entrance. And do you remember the very first time he did that entrance where he headbutts the kid, kind of,
Yeah.
So what's he doing? Kissing the kids? What is he doing?
Oh.
All right, so after this, we see Eve Torres, John's girl, and she's interviewing Triple H, and he talks about the Jeff Hardy situation. He said Hardy scratched and clawed to get where he's at, and whenever he does come back, he's going to do the same thing. And Kozlov, Vladimir that is undefeated, and Triple H said that he's going to suffer his first defeat. Boom.
What a terrible promo.
Basically.
But yeah, I was like, what the? I was like, all right, Eve was a wrestler. She was also a ring announcer. I mean, a backstage announcer. They just put them wherever the hell they want about
Seriously.
that time.
Seriously.
She was the Divas champion at one point, right?
Yeah.
Or the women's champion?
I mean, did she start off as an announcer and then did?
No,
the
I
ring
think she
stuff?
wrestled
don't know.
first and then
Yeah.
did the backstage thing. I don't
Because
know.
I think she was part of the Diva Search at one point.
Yeah.
And then she wrestled. Yeah, what the heck happened?
I just remember, MVP doing that thing. He was arguing with Triple H, it's like, or Vince. It's like, you're supposed to pretend like you're losing your shit over Eve because she's so gorgeous, And MVP's like, my character has chicks like that all the time. I am not impressed by someone that looks like Eve because I get girls like Eve all the time. But she's hot and she's right in front of you. That's not my character, Vince. Damn it, just do it. So
I gotta agree with MVP on that one, man. If you're getting the same shorty at every time, just another bird.
All right. Well, you want to talk about birds? The next match. We have the women's elimination match, the Survivor Series. We have team captain Michelle McCool with Maurice, with Natalia out there with the red hair looking like Jamie Hayter. We have
She
Victoria.
confused the hell out of me with that one.
And we have Maria.
Man, if we do get a chance to talk to Victoria, we do need to talk to her because I want to talk to her about her TNA days.
Tara.
Yeah.
Broken.
I think that's when she really got to shine and show off her skills. I don't feel like she was utilized to her best at WWE. Just my opinion.
They just had her as that crazy witch character, basically,
I liked it, but they just, I don't know, they didn't really give those girls a chance, or just my opinion, they didn't give them the storylines to expand on their characters.
I mean, at this point in time, Victoria was very out of place in WWE. She just didn't belong there anymore, like with the other divas. She wasn't one of them, so she was an outlier,
That's what made her stand out for me.
In a bad way.
She started out as a hoe for the Godfather.
Wasn't her and Ivory too?
I'm not sure if Ivory was a hoe. Lita was.
Maybe she was the maitre d'.
And when I say hoe, people look him up. The Godfather, he was a pimp and he had hoes.
Yeah,
That's that character. I'm not calling these chicks hoes, by the way.
I know.
And they're a playable character in N64.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
right.
WWF attitude. Gotta have attitude.
You got to. Right there on my desk. All right. And their opponents is team captain Beth Phoenix with Santino Marello. Mickie James, Jillian Hall, Candice Michelle, and Kelly.
All I gotta say is Santino is the gift that keeps on giving, man. He is. Oh my God, I forgot about the whole biting the biceps thing that he did.
Every single time, she's like, yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I do.
He used to do little things like that all the time.
Yeah, Beth said there was times she would go out there and she did not know what he was gonna do, and she just was like, "Can you stop?" It was basically like Bobby with Gorillas. Like she's trying to be the straight man, and then he's just playing up to her. Oh my God!
You gotta check out his daughter, who's in NXT, Ariana Grace.
Yeah, you keep telling me that. I haven't
definitely
been following
gotta check
NXT.
her out. And now with the crossover with TNA, they showed Santino and TNA, and she popped up over there, and them two had a little interaction. Oh my God, it's pretty funny. Definitely check that out when you get a chance. I know John won't, but yeah. All right, so Strap, what are your thoughts on this women's match?
I thought that Ariana Grace's chest is called the East-West connection because one goes that way and one goes that way. This match here, I enjoyed it very much. It was captured the divas in a certain place and time in WWE, and I liked all of them. You know, especially seeing Maria there, and you know, let's not talk about the way they look up here, even though that's fitting in with the time period. Sure, Maria looks great. Maria Kanellis, fabulous. I don't think Michelle McCool, she's still a babyface, like a super babyface at this time. She wasn't like a heel yet, because she was the champion.
Yeah.
Whichever title.
And Beth was other champion. Yep.
Oh, yeah. And, it's just watch, and you could see the lack of respect that they gave the women at the time, and just quick eliminations and not much to it. Untrained, unprofessionals in the ring.
Even my notes, it's not detailed like how it was last with the finishes. I basically have, it starts off with Kelly eliminated Victoria. Maurice eliminated Kelly with a backbreaker. Mickie James eliminated Michelle McCool. Who was your team captain? They start arguing. Oh, I'm captain after this. After that, Maria eliminates Mickie James. Candice eliminates Natalia. Maria eliminates Jillian. Candice eliminates Maria. Maurice with a modified figure 4 on Candice and got her eliminated. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And Beth with a glam slam on Maurice for the win.
Now, Maurice wasn't champion just yet. She was just showing off her skills about her in-ring stuff that she was showing at that time.
She was showing off to the Miz.
That too. I like that reverse crescent kick she had, though, too. Or it's just a crescent kick. I'm not sure how that works with the whole martial arts.
She was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She was.
I agree with that.
She was nasty. I liked her. And her accent, au revoir.
Pourquoi?
Yeah. All right. Well, after this, we get an interview with Todd Grisham and Matt Hardy backstage, and he says Jeff was hit in the back of the head in the middle of the night, and he doesn't know what else happened. Like, what?
Yeah, this it missed. Like, their execution missed hard.
When JR and Taz was talking, saying, oh, he got hit in the middle, in the stairway in the hospital, like, what?
No. He got hit in the back of the head in the hotel where they were staying. And he's at a medical facility. Can't say hospital. Medical facility.
Too much going on.
What did Matt Hardy have to be jealous of? He was the ECW champion.
Yeah, he was ECW champion. Yeah, Jeff was getting pushed, but...
And they did this interview, and they hung on to his face for very obscenely, a long amount of time to, like, show, the foreshadowing. I'm like, no, this is stupid. He's just...
Yep.
He's worse than Tony Schiavone standing in the ring by himself during commercial break. Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
Knowing where this feud ended up, it just sucks. It's like, Jeff Hardy, the biggest #1 seller of merchandise in 2008, finally becomes world WWE champion, and then he has this terrible match with his brother at WrestleMania, and I mean, he would go on and he would have a great summertime, which would lead to him leaving WWE.
Yep.
But he still had a good summer wrestling CM Punk after this. But just weird. Just weird stuff.
This is the PG era right here, right?
Yeah.
Almost. They're definitely working on it. I think
this is ruthless aggression so far still, because Cena's still using the FU, not the attitude adjustment yet.
I think 2010 is when they finally moved everything over to the PG side.
All right.
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, after this, we get a video package of the Undertaker and how he dominated everybody throughout the years, and then we see the Big Show saying that he's not afraid of him and he's just another man and he believes like everybody else. So our next match, we have a casket match between the Big Show and the Undertaker. And at this time, the Undertaker has been in the company for 18 years. He debuted at Survivor Series 1990.
Yes.
And then in 1991 at Survivor Series, he won the championship against the immortal Hulk Hogan. All right. Yes. So, typical casket match. You see the Druids come out. You got that. Oh, yeah. However the music goes.
I love it because I was watching it with my son and he was going to sleep. I was like, yes, Daddy gets some time to get this baby to sleep.
You probably fell asleep right afterwards.
Nope.
All right, so yeah, the Druids come out. They push the casket down. The Big Show comes out. He's looking pretty confident until he's seen the casket there. And then he kind of second-guessed himself, got a little intimidated. Undertaker came out. The fight is on. Go ahead, Platino.
With the back and forth, man, I'm so used to seeing these matches that Taker's usually like fighting from underneath, and seeing Big Show, it just made more sense even more so because he's a bigger guy, a little bit quicker. Well, not really quicker, but a lot stronger than most of the guys he's gone against in these casket matches. And this is around the time he didn't have the WMD at the time yet with the.
Nah, not yet.
All right, yeah, so he wasn't using the punch yet.
Don't worry, George Bush couldn't find him either.
Yep. Oh man, but this was like starting to get to that era, right? I believe.
Yeah, because I want to say what.
Well, I was just wondering why the hell this match was taking place in the first place. Undertaker and Big Show. What is this, 1999? What the hell's going on here? I'll tell you what's going on here. Big Show came back earlier this year, much like John Cena, the main eventer that he is. He came back and fought Floyd Mayweather, lost, and he came back and he was in tremendous shape. And if you look at the Big Show in this match, he was in great shape. Yeah. He's almost like JBL, and they lost a lot of weight, and they were in good shape. So
he looked healthy.
Yeah. So this was a revised Big Show, a renewed Big Show, and kind of like Vince McMahon would treat the Big Show over the years. He'd just like to push him every once and again, and this is one of those renewed pushes for the Big Show. Here he is facing the Undertaker in that signature match of his, and I was just really watching this with disinterest because I'm just like, why? But it really wasn't that bad, No. And
I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, I've seen a lot worse. So leading up to the finish, and kind of like the PS1 game, the casket match in SmackDown, Just Bring It or Shut Your Mouth, one of those. The number 2, SmackDown number 2. You would just like Irish whip your wrestler, the opponent, into the casket, and it would close and have like roses on top. That's what happened with the finish of this match. Undertaker just whipped Big Show into the second casket and it fell closed. The end. Silly stuff.
Basically, yes, that was the finish of the match. Mm-hmm. We did have a time in the ring where Big Show got Undertaker to the casket, but he refused to close it himself. I don't know why he's arguing with the refs. You guys close it. And the refs like, no. And he tried to do it. Undertaker, he got out and he did his thing. And then we had another time when Undertaker had Big Show in the casket, but that didn't happen. It didn't work out. I did like that choke slam on the top rope, what Big Show got delivered on from Taker. That shit's pretty dope. But
he's gonna pick his big ass up.
Yeah, but basically the finish of the match. Big Show got pissed off, and he flipped the casket. The Druids come back out with another casket, and then Taker just bodying Big Show, punching him. I'm like, oh shit, he about to fall off the stage. Nope, just like John says, Irish whip right into the casket because Big Show's dumbass lift the casket up with the door open. He goes right in. Whoop, match over.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my god, it's probably one of the worst casket matches I ever seen.
Oh man, I'd rather see Sid freaking paint the walls and watch it dry. Because you are the dumbest big man in the casket match. And I am the dumbest viewer to watch this crap. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually a pretty decent match, though. I got to give it a somewhat matters for our podcast listeners.
Yeah, it was definitely decent. I did enjoy when Taker leg dropped Big Show through the table.
Yeah. If you let me tell you this: if you hate Will Ospreay, I got a match for you. Big Show and the Undertaker in the casket match, Survivor Series 2008. Too much flippy shit? You ain't getting it here. No, sir.
Flips, just fists.
Nope.
All right, so after this, we see Carlito and Primo backstage trying to kick it with the Bellas, Nikki and Brie Bella, and Carlito got Nikki and Brie mixed up.
Terrible.
They lied because that was Nikki that Carlito was talking to.
Yeah,
everybody know. Nikki's a little chubbier than Brie. Everybody knows that.
Where?
In her face.
Oh, okay.
Too much wine. But out of nowhere, the gobbledygooker comes out, and Carlito thinks it's Charlie Haas. Nope, it's not Charlie Haas. So the gooker takes the mask off, and it's the boogeyman with the worms, and scared everybody away.
Because he's coming to get you.
Was that needed for this segment?
Nope. Basura.
I don't get it. I don't even remember that segment.
I don't either.
That's why.
Well, all right, but after this, we have another backstage segment. We see Randy Orton with the hottest T-shirt, which I had. I wish I still had it to this day. The gas mask T-shirt.
Yeah. The OC stole that design.
Yep.
That's just dope. But anyways, he's backstage. He's talking to his team. He says he didn't want to be captain if he had it his way, that he'd be going against Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight title.
Yep.
And basically, he's talking shit to young Cody Rhodes.
Cordell. You gonna be a champion, but not today, my son.
Randy looking lean.
Yep.
Like a viper.
Now, did he already come back bald and start punk kicking everybody?
No. That's 2009.
Ooh. So the real Randy Orton hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah. That's 2009. That Orton was, whew. He was on another level.
Wait, but didn't he have his new music now?
No.
I think he does. Yeah, I think he
Voices?
does have it. Yeah, I think he got voices right here.
Oh no. Cody comes out to it with like a different version with Manu. It's not what we hear now, but it's like I listened to this earlier today, and I'm like, is that voices?
No, it's priceless.
Is it
Priceless.
It sounded like voices.
Nah, it's
Back that
priceless.
truck up a second.
It's priceless, not voices.
Jesus.
Really?
Priceless, yeah.
No, we're talking about Randy Orton here, buddy. I can tell you this. I don't know if he had the new Randy Orton had his current song or his old
Randy
one,
had voices, yes.
but it was his old Titantron. I can tell you that.
Oh, the Titantron.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
With
So
the hair?
but that goes out of sync because he only got this. I hear voices in my head because when he went crazy with the IED or whatever. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
This time period is all wacky.
Yes. All right, so our next match, we have Team Captain, the Animal Batista. We have R-Truth. We have CM Punk. We have Kofi Kingston. And we have the ECW champion, Matt Hardy, taking on Team Captain Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes with Manu. Abel, who is Manu?
Isn't he one of the Samoans?
Yes, that's Alpha Jr., Alpha's son right there.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. One double check.
We have the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
He's
And
in
we have
AEW right now.
William Regal, who's an
Back in
Intercontinental
NXT.
champion with Layla. Random
so
pairing. I was trying to figure that out.
They had the Intercontinental and the U.S. champion on the same squad.
And on the squad, you have the tag team champions and the ECW champions.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I'm trying to figure out how the Layla and William Regal pairing took place.
The British.
Shit.
The
Is
end.
Which one of these is not like the other?
Was Layla part of the Divas search too again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She won.
Oh, she was the winner. So that's probably what it's from.
When did Lay Cool take place?
I think a year or two later.
2010 at least.
You're not enough for me.
Oh, no.
Because she hasn't torn her ACL just yet. Or both of them.
Who, Layla?
Yeah, I think she tore one of them for sure. It might have been two of them. And then she finally wins the title. And then they break up with Michelle McCool. There's a whole shenanigan with that.
I remember Piggy James, though. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's disrespectful.
I remember when Natalia farted, too.
Oh, my God. You mentioned Natalia earlier, and it's like that terrible theme music. Yeah, baby.
Oh. It's like she's trying to be like her daddy, trying to be like the Anvil. For what? Why?
Ugh, Jesus.
I get it. You respect history, but
No, I respect the Anvil.
That's fucked up.
Am I lying?
It depends if you believe Diana Hart Smith's book or not.
Oh, I didn't read that garbage. All right,
Not all
Strap.
wrestling books are good.
Not all, yes, but she ain't a wrestler. All right, Strap, get to this match. Give me your thoughts on this match right here.
Well, it's fun to, Batista and Orton, Batista and Edge. I love Batista, man. He's just an incredible specimen at this time, all the way from 05 to the time he left. He was just a great baby face. He looked like a monster, and he worked great. Totally deserved. I was thinking back to the WrestleMania 23 in the Detroit. So Shawn Michaels and Cena main evented, but the real might as well have been Batista and the Undertaker, and the Undertaker's the one that won the Rumble that year.
Yep.
Jeez,
Yes, sir.
come on. Anyway, but yeah, Batista's the man. But he was running and gunning for Randy Orton at this time, and there's a lot of mixed programs here. And Cody Rhodes was mad at Orton for kicking Ted DiBiase in the head or something, and then you're also watching Cody Rhodes now, and Dom, you'll get to the eliminations, but freaking Cody Rhodes pinned CM Punk after a DDT.
Yo.
Let's say that in 2024.
Yep.
Holy smokes. And our friend Buff Bagwell, we're trying to talk about a person who's had many tag team title reigns with multiple partners. Here's Kofi Kingston, Raw Tag Team Championship partner with CM Punk. And it's funny, Matt Hardy, when he did his introduction, he shook everyone's hands except Batista. And Batista was busy. He was hype it up, but everyone else was busy.
I didn't peep that.
Was R-Truth in this one?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Yeah.
So R-Truth is in the ring. Shelton Benjamin comes out, and they're panning from Shelton Benjamin to R-Truth. It's like, I guess they were feuding, but
yeah, they were showing everybody who was feuding with each other. So
yeah. So Mark Henry was there, pre-Hall of Pain, and William Regal there, of course. That was his big year, I think, 2008, where he was it felt like he was going to be the world champion. And then he got wellness policyed, and they de-pushed him severely. But he could have been world champion here, and not reading, but hearing, I think, of the podcast or whatever stories once he left AEW, and you look at him here, you're like, this is one of those periods where he couldn't sleep. Like he couldn't sleep for like 20 years. Sounds familiar, But he was having health issues behind the scenes, undiagnosed, misdiagnosed. He couldn't sleep, and he was an active wrestler at this time, so that was rough. And they got him out of there really quickly. He was the first one eliminated after a GTS immediately, so that was cool.
Yes. All right, let me get to these eliminations. Just like John said, CM Punk eliminated William Regal. He threw him in the corner, hit him with the knee. After that, go to sleep. Boom. But the funny thing about this is when they show the replay, they show Layla throw her damn shoe at CM Punk.
Yo.
Yes. Yes.
Yo.
And hit him flush.
Yeah.
Well, the Yankees missed out on the right pitcher.
Seriously. Oh, my goodness.
Sorry, Paul. Got to hit you in with them again.
All right, so after that, we see Shelton Benjamin eliminates R-Truth. After this, Randy Orton DDTs Kofi through the second rope, and he's eliminated. Not even Randy's finisher, and he got eliminated with that. But
JR had a line there. Did you hear it? Right? He's like, if Kofi Kingston kicks out of this, I have a lot of respect for him. Oh, he lost. He's still trying hard.
like you said, they're foreshadowing because in 2009, that's when Kofi turned it up for Randy Orton.
Oh, man, that was something.
No. And
On Raw.
They dropped the ball again.
They can do it,
bitch.
They can do it in 2 weeks or so after the New Day reunion. After they break up. All right, so back to the show. Cody eliminates CM Punk with a DDT. Mark Henry eliminates Matt Hardy. Batista is your last guy for his team, and he eliminates Mark Henry. And then he eliminates Shelton Benjamin. And then Batista is whooping on Cody. But that Viper that he is, he tagged Cody, turned Batista around, RKO. Cody and Randy Orton is your winner.
Jeez.
Man, I gotta tell you, I loved. I mean, he was very predictable in a way, but I loved absolutely that finish. It was so great. He's got him up. Batista's got Cody up for that Batista bomb. Orton sneakily tags in. Batista does the damn thing. He's like, what?
Yep.
What? And then Orton coiled up ever so tightly like a slinky spring. Gets him with that RKO. Batista sells it beautifully. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Epic stuff here at the Survivor Series. This elimination match. Tremendous work, everyone.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Best one of the night so far.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the first one had like a happy ending with, Shawn and Kali and Ray. This one was like, ooh, there's your heel, baby.
Yep.
Orton shining again. Mr. Survivor Series #2.
Who is number 1?
Dookie.
The dead man. Everybody know that.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I'm Brett.
No, it's not.
Nope. All right, so this next guy, he's making his pay-per-view debut. He's undefeated. We see Kozlov backstage, and he's cutting a promo saying it doesn't make a difference if Jeff Hardy's here or not, because at the end of the day, he is going to be your new WWE champion. So they show a video package after this of how Jeff Hardy got into this match, it being a triple threat match. And he got ruled out. So Vicky Guerrero said he's going to have to do whatever it takes to, to get back to that level he was, because he's not extreme anymore. So after that, I'm not extreme anymore. Jeff turned the hell up, and he starts taking everybody out. And he had to beat Triple H one-on-one to make it a triple threat match on SmackDown. And Kozlov interfered, and he beat Triple H. So that's how we're going to get this triple threat match. Then all of a sudden, he get hit in the head, and he's at a local medical facility. And so, yeah. So our next match, we have Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. Platinum, who is Kozlov? Let the people know.
He is the Moscow Mauler. He's basically this at this time the um Ivan Koloff basically of this time of this era. So he's like that Russian heel where you just can't beat him. He's unstoppable. He's trained in multiple like facets of MMA, so he basically was like a real like badass.
He's in the wrong era of WWE right now, obviously, but
Yeah, at that time I think he missed it by one generation or two.
yep. But you can see him today in TNA. He's going by his name, Oleg Produce or something like that. I don't know. John got to look that one up. I can't say it. He's going by his real name.
I don't even know that he is in TNA.
He
I
is.
believe his name Oleg Prudius, if I can.
Prudius, yeah, Prudius.
I think.
Yeah.
And I know nothing about that. Anyway.
I didn't even know that.
He got facial hair now. He got the bald head. He's an actor too.
Was he miscast? Was he in the wrong period of time in wrestling, or was he just a junkie pro wrestler in 2008? Which is it? I don't know. I mean,
wrong generation. He was good. He was decent. I give him that at least. He was decent.
I mean, this dude had been around since 2005. I saw him at a house show in San Jose in 2006. Actually, never mind.
Yeah, 2005. He was a USA Open Heavyweight Sambo champion. I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now.
Yeah,
you can say Sambo.
Sambo. It don't matter. And in 2009, he ranked number 53 in top 500 singles wrestler at PWI.
Man,
breakout star in 2008.
And he pinned the Undertaker after Power Slam.
And Maven kicked Undertaker out of the Royal Rumble.
Don't you read the Observer?
Yeah.
Worst worked match of the year was this match right here we about to talk about.
Oh my god.
And overrated. Man. And he's a one-time tag champion with Santino Marella.
Man, this guy sucked so bad that they took him out of a WrestleMania tag match and put Kofi Kingston in there.
Oh, Lord.
True story, WrestleMania 27. Oh, man.
Jesus, that's sad.
Well,
Kofi had his Slimer gear, and fucking probably fake Rusev here. He white Rusev, this guy. Probably just had his red tights, plain red tights. Like, I didn't know today at WrestleMania. I had no idea. So Kofi obviously cared. They'll put him in match. Yeah, no, I never saw it. I never saw it in this guy. But they pushed him so freaking hard, and then they just dropped the push out of nowhere. So what does that mean, And also our old DJ Irv, he remembered this guy. He's like, because they introduced him for a little while. They was like, who's this mixed martial arts competitor from Russia? He looks like a badass, looks like a tough guy, and why don't they push him to the moon? Well, they did eventually, and it didn't go anywhere. So this was his pay-per-view debut, sure, but he would go on to just now be a cliff note in pro wrestling.
Yes. All right. So back to this match right here. This is for the WWE Championship, the John Cena title that I never liked. It definitely didn't suit Triple H. That shit was terrible.
Oh,
but during the match, Kozlov got busy. He dominated this match from what I've seen. Triple H, he tried to do what he can, but Kozlov, he was just looking strong. But I remember being there in attendance. I'm like, damn, this shit is dragging.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, come on now. Triple H, come on, just get the win already. Like, get this shit over with. I remember that. But so we see Kozlov go for a headbutt in the corner and he missed. What's up with Russians and, using their like headbutts and shit like that? That weakens them. Seem like it's always something. I don't know. Like Drago, his issue, you punch that motherfucker in the kidney or some shit. It stunned him.
Well, kidneys I can understand for taking all those steroids.
I don't know. Drago's head, Kozlov head was big too. Could have been from steroids, but anyways, another story. But yeah, so strap facts. But anyways, he missed the headbutt. Then all of a sudden he got dazed. He was stunned, and Triple H hit the pedigree, and he's laid out. And then we see Vicky Guerrero comes out. She said, "I promise you, guys, a triple threat match. He's here. He is here."
Ooh, Chavo.
Yo.
I've been crazy. But
Yo.
But the person that was here is the reason why Abel and myself went to Boston. I had to go see my guy, the rated R superstar, Edge.
You think you know me?
I didn't know he's going to come out in this match, but
you was a goddamn lie.
No, I didn't know he was going to come out in this match. I just know he's going to be in Boston. Oh, shit, let's go.
But where the hell was he?
I was about to ask you that. He was gone for a couple months, right?
I mean, he lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania, so yeah, he'd be gone for a little while. But then what? I don't know.
I think he got hurt sometime in the summertime.
WrestleMania? Wait, what WrestleMania? 20...
Orlando.
20... Yeah, 20...
That's 26. 25.
2008.
8.
Yeah, John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton. Ric Flair, retired. Shawn Michaels.
Yep. Damn, yeah, what the fuck happened to Edge? I don't know. Yeah. So he's been gone ever since after that?
I don't think so.
Because he didn't have the beard.
No, I think he got, like I said, I think he got hurt during the summertime, and then he was gone for a while. He was gone for at least 5-6 months.
Got to go back and... I'm not going to go back. I ain't going to lie to myself. So
I ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. But I tell you what, though, when his music hit, I got hyped. And, you know, after rewatching this, I was like, ooh, he looks terrible. I'm like, Adam Copeland looked better now than he looked back then. Like, oh, Lord. He had no six-pack, nothing. It looked like he's just been chilling on the couch the whole damn time.
Oh, man.
But I was hyped. And then he came in and he speared Triple H. Then Jeff Hardy comes out of nowhere. He grabs the chair. He's getting ready to hit Edge. He missed, hit Triple H, and he hit Kozlov with a chair. And Edge takes him out. And then Edge wins your WWE Championship.
Yeah, that Trump bandage.
Seriously. he really, I peeped that. After that, he just turned all red all of a sudden. Like, what the hell?
Oh, that was a layup.
He knew the future. He knew it.
It was a little cut. It wasn't this big. It was only little. Just not this big.
Simpler time, 2008.
WrestleMania 23. Donald Trump.
Change.
Vince McMahon.
Anywho.
And Batista.
Aye.
Yeah. But,
You're a new WWE champion. The Rated R superstar. And it's like, seriously, when CM Punk won the title a couple years later, and he's like, the game of hot potato with the WWE title is over. And, you know, he meant the previous, you know, Miz, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Del Rio. That's who he meant. What he really meant was 2008 freaking WWE title. Oof. That's tough. I mean, Randy Orton was the champion. He beat Triple H at No Mercy 07, so he still had the title until WrestleMania. He had it after WrestleMania. I think Triple H won it.
Can you do it?
I can't. Oh man, Triple H won the. Triple H must have obviously he won the WWE title, but I don't know if he bounced it back and forth with someone from April to November. That's a tough one. So, nope, can't do it. But
let me see
Triple H, but right here, the last 2 months of the year, okay, Triple H is champion, goes to Edge, then goes to Jeff Hardy. You know. So there you go. Crazy.
I don't know. I don't even want to look. I'm not going to look.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Not tonight. All right, but this next match, it does matter. It is your main event. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship, my favorite title. We have Chris Jericho taking on John Cena. And Cena's been gone for a few months because he had the neck surgery. And Yeah, Cena is home. His dad's in the crowd, his boys in the crowd, and the family's in the crowd. And
that's nothing special. John Cena's dad is everywhere all the time.
In the Northeast.
He was at the Kowloon when we met McFoley. Nita and I met McFoley. I was like, Nita, that's John Cena's dad. She's like, huh? Well, you can't see him? He's right there.
He wasn't in Stanford for AEW last night.
I bet he was. Johnny Fabulous is all over the Northeast.
But yeah. So this match right here, Cena had a lot of doubts, a lot of hesitation with his moves and whatnot. And Jericho brought it to him. He basically worked on that neck the whole damn match. He even brought out the lion tamer. He had that knee placed on the back of Cena's neck.
Yeah.
Hell, even the start of the match when I think Cena took the first bump and he rolled out the ring like pissed off because of his neck. I was like, okay. One thing about John Cena, he's good storytelling. Everybody knows that. Cena's great. Cena's a great seller. Everything's believable, and I'm like, oh my god, like, is your neck really that messed up? Like, you can't do it. But he did, and he tried to go for that leg drop off the top rope again. He hesitated. I'm like, that's good stuff right there. You can't beat that. Like, Cena is so damn good. Like, that shit is so believable. So
Cena will always be that guy that we misjudged. That even though at that time we were all like, we're tired of seeing this guy being the babyface and being shoved down our throats. But man, when you break it down, like you said, all those little hesitations and the little movements, because like, damn, this mother is really going after my neck after I just came back from surgery. It's the little details, man, that goes a long way. And John Cena just knew how to hit those notes and made the smallest match look like it was the greatest match. So again, John Cena, tip the hat to you. You are the GOAT. And you're going against another GOAT, a nueve, which you got Jericho and freaking John Cena. To quote Cool Ray, sign me up.
Yeah, this is good. This is Jericho, slow motion Jericho with the suits.
Yeah.
And talking slow, and yeah, it was a good time. And John, what do you think about this match?
Maybe Chris Jericho just had his wisdom teeth out, and that's why he talks slow all year long. I am the best in the world at what I do. But yeah, Chris Jericho, 2008 was his year, so kudos to the GOAT, Chris Jericho. He's the greatest of all time. John Cena, my butt. No, but this is Chris Jericho is absolutely ring general here, and so is John Cena, and these two guys going at two absolute pros going at it. This is a tremendous matchup between these guys, and especially considering they people always talk about fucking Kurt Angle and John Cena in the early days of SmackDown, but Jericho and Cena had that match at Vengeance 2002. So Jericho was right there from the beginning, and that's why he fights all the young talent. You can call it selfishness or trying to keep his name relevant when, he's shoving himself in there. But you know what? Not everyone does that. So he's finding a niche for himself as he does. So, man, talking about like a real Chris Jericho fanboy, because I am, because Jericho turned my leaf over. I really didn't like him. I just thought he was too full of himself. But he has proven himself over time in the wrestling industry, so he's earned it. He's earned to turn my leaf over on him, But yeah, this is a really great match, and really great finish. I mean, it was an obvious finish. Everyone knew John Cena was going to win in his hometown. Come on, man. Yep. But it was very well done and a very satisfying conclusion to the pay-per-view. Absolutely sent everyone home happy. And they ain't booing John Cena in Boston. I mean, they could, but they shouldn't, and they didn't. So
no. Cena with the dub. Cena overcame the odds. He became resilient. He did the same move he did to Batista. He tried to do the Batista. He did it on Chris Jericho. He brought out the power moves, FU, attitude adjustment, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3. John Cena is your new world heavyweight champion, and that's how you close the show. Send the crowd home happy. John Cena must pose. There you go. Survivor Series 2008. Guys, does this show matter?
Yes.
It definitely matters.
I agree. It definitely does.
Yeah.
It started off a little slow, but it picked up. It was entertaining.
Even though the official T-shirt has John Cena, Chris Jericho, Jeff Hardy, Triple H, and Kozlov on the front. That match didn't happen, but it was still overall a great show. I mean, I personally enjoyed the Divas match, even though it wasn't what you call a classic by any means, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing them all come out to their entrances. I would say the weakest match would be on the Big Show in the casket match, but even that was very entertaining in its own way.
Yeah.
So just a really awesome pay-per-view. Very well booked. Nothing, just great stuff up and down the card. Really.
Yes, yes. Well, that's it for Survivor Series 2008. Next week is the final show of November. It's my choice. We're doing one more Survivor Series. We're going to take it back to 1992. I'm going to go through the card right quick. And we're going to kick it off with the Head Shrinkers, Samu and Fatu with Alpha taking on High Energy. Platino, do you know who High Energy is?
No.
Owen Hart and Coco Beware.
Ooh.
Yes. And then we have a nightstick on the pole match. We have the Big Boss Man taking on Nails.
You got a cop versus a convict.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
And then we have John's boy, Mr. Wampum himself, Tatanka, taking on the model, Rick Martel.
What up, Dom?
Yes, sir. I met him at Grasso Tech. Ground
I got love. Tatanka,
thanks for coming out over the bridge.
Love you.
Our next match is a tag team match. It should have been Macho Man Randy Savage and Ultimate Warrior, but it's not. It's Macho Man Randy Savage and Mr. Perfect, and they're taking on the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. John, do you know why the Ultimate Warrior is not there?
He got fired.
Man, everyone got fired at the end of 1992. Didn't you know? Yeah, what was it, drug test? Yeah, because they're cracking down. That's why the British Bulldog left. That's why he left, you know? So
all right.
I believe. Yeah.
Probably. We'll talk about it next week for sure. But we also have Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji taking on Virgil.
Stop it.
Soul Train Jones.
Soul Train Jones. But we do have our Survivor Series match, or, elimination match. We have the Natural Disasters, the Earthquake and Typhoon, and the Nasty Boys at Brian Knobs and Jerry Sags. And they are taking on Money Inc., Ted DiBiase, and IRS, and the Beverly Brothers, Bo and Blake.
No.
Beverly Brothers. Oh, I don't know. Stop it.
One of them, I think one of them sons in NXT, I want to say, or unless he got released. But hey, we have a coffin match. Is there anything different from a casket match?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we have the Undertaker with Paul Bearer taking on Kamala with Harvey Whippleman and Kimchi.
I love me some kimchi.
Yes, and our main events of Survivor Series 1992 for your WWFE Championship. We have Bret the Hitman Hart taking on the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Ooh. Is this the ladder match?
Nope, it's a regular match.
92?
And we all know what happened 5 years later.
Well, 92 was a ladder match.
Well, not this
I
match.
think it was.
Not this
Survivor
one.
Series?
Because the ladder match you guys talking about, that was for the Intercontinental Championship. This is for the WWF Championship.
Interesting.
What was it, Coliseum Home Video exclusive?
It's on the network.
Wow.
So they'll be coming.
So that is
Shawn.
next week.
Jerk.
Yep. Shawn had to get his receipt. Brett wins this one, and Shawn wins the next one 5 years later.
Oh, you want to do business? I'll take it from you.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. If you're gonna watch like 1 or 2 matches in that whole Survivor Series, I'd recommend the John Cena versus Chris Jericho. Don't worry about the moves. Look at the selling and look at the small details John Cena does in between the moves. As a fan that's been watching this for years, I'm looking for everything else besides the moves now. So just look at what the wrestler's doing in between. Is he selling? Is he reacting a certain way to make the match more credible, especially someone who just came off a big injury? So go watch that match and look at the small details, and I recommend you come out looking at these matches a little bit different.
Shout out to WWE. I've mentioned it plenty of times. Their video packages is amazing. Like, we haven't seen this show since we went to this in 2008, and the video package alone will just tell you what you need to know.
Everything you need to know. Yep, everything.
Yes.
All right.
Strap.
Check it out.
All right. Well, that's it. Platino's going to close us out now. Here we go.
All right. As we get ready for the next Survivor Series that we're going to be watching, I have a little information to tell you guys. Get a little studying work because we got a lot of stuff we're going to be surviving too. It's going to be a cold winter. It is not going to snow yet. I just want to say thank you to New London and go fuck yourself. Oh.
That was terrible. Oh, it was terrible.
I was going to get it, but it wasn't that good. This is Bobby Platino. I'm here with the notorious one, Dom. And we got Stratfax John, the historian of all things 1994 and beyond. You're done, Big Show.
We will see you next week.
Boom, boom.
What? Oh, Lord.
Hey, I just see something, I go with it.
What the hell are you holding?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I thought you had like some notes up there or something.